My dear fourth year students, hope you are well. Today I will start your last book of your syllabus, the Iliad. You know, Iliad is a famous epic and it was first oral epic and then it turns next time into written form. Today I will give you introduction about Homer and the characters of Iliad. Iliad by Greek writer Homer is written in the mid-8th century BC. The Iliad is considered to be the earliest work in the whole Western literary tradition and one of the best known and loved stories of all time. The Iliad is clearly dependent on an older oral tradition and may well have been the collective inheritance of many singer poets over a long period of time. The historical fall of Troy is usually dated on around the start of the 12th century BC. Homer was probably one of the first generations of authors who was literate. Homer is considered by many to be the earliest and most important of all the Greek writers and the progenitor of the whole Western literary tradition. Homer was a poetic pioneer who stood at a pivotal point in the evolution of Greek society from pre-literate to literate, from a centuries-old bardic tradition of oral verse to the then new technique of alphabetic writing. Nothing definite is known of Homer, the historical man. The most common and most convincing version suggested that Homer was born at Smyrna in the Ionian region of Asia Minor or possibly on the island of Chios, and that he died on the Cycladic island of Los. Some ancient accounts depict Homer as a wandering minstrel, and a common portrayal is of a blind, begging singer who traveled around the harbor town of Greece, associating with shoemakers, fishermen, potters, sailors, and elderly men in the town gathering places. The language used by Homer is an archaic version of Ionic Greek with admixtures from certain other dialects such as Illiad Greek. It later served as the basis of Epic Greek, the language of epic poetry, peculiarly written in decadalic hexameter verse. At any rate, it seems likely that Homer's poems were recorded shortly after the invention of the Greek alphabets, and the third-party references, the Iliad, appear as early as about 740 BC. The Iliad, sometimes referred to as the Song of Ilion or Song of Ilium. Setting place is Troy. Its period is Bronze Age. Traditional date is 1194 to 1184 BC. Its outcome is victory of Greek and destruction of Troy. The Iliad contains 15,693 lines and has 24 parts or books. The Iliad, which titled is taken according to the city name. Ilion was the ancient name for the city of Troy. So, the Iliad means the poem of Troy. Homer begins the Iliad in the final weeks of the Trojan War, when things have really started to heat up. The Iliad and Odyssey are attributed to Homer. Between the two, the Iliad is the earlier work. The events in the Odyssey are a direct consequence of what happens in the Iliad. Now the characters of the Iliad. Here we find the action of gods and goddesses and some immortals. Achilles, the son of the military man, Peleus and Cyneps Thetis, the most powerful warrior in the Iliad. Agamemnon, king of Mycenae and leader of the Achaeans army, brother of King Menelaus of Sparta. Patroclus, Achilles' beloved friend and advisor. Odysseus, a fine warrior and the cleverest of the Achaean commanders. Diomedes, the youngest of the Achaean commanders. Great Ajax and little Ajax, both are Achaean commander. Nestor, king of Pylos and the oldest Achaean commander. Menelaus, king of Sparta. Idomeneus, king of Crete and a respected commander. Pallas, Achilles' father and the grandson of Zeus. Hector, king of Priam and queen of Hecuba. Priam, king of Troy and husband of Hecuba. Hecuba, queen of Troy. Paris, son of Priam and Hecuba, who abducted the beautiful Helen. Helen, wife of Menelaus, the most beautiful woman in the world. Now, important and immortals gods in the Iliad: Zeus, Hera, Athena, Thetis, Apollo, Aphrodite, Poseidon, Hephaestus, Artemis, Oris, Hermes, and Iris, who is the messenger of Zeus. I have discussed and presented here most important characters. You will find some other characters and we will introduce with those characters when we will discuss the text. No more today. Thank you very much.